Well, here we are on YouTube.
Well, welcome, Ryan, and welcome to Ween fans. Both Ryan and I are brand new to Ween, but we've been introduced to this band through one of our Patreons. And all I would guess at, just to guess at looking at, what I see on the screen and what I've been told, is I'm gonna go with, it's gonna sound a little bit like Fish.
Why? Because there's a fish on the cover? Or some sort of amphibious creature. I don't know. What is that thing?
It's called The Mollusk. It's the name of the album. And
is that what a mollusk is? Is that a real creature?
No.
Some hybrid of looks like a lobster or hermit crab and fish and squid. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the same. I know that I've heard of the band, like the name Ween. This is their 6th studio album. And this is 1997. So either they've pumped out a lot of stuff and or they've been out for quite some time. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they sound like. Yeah, we're just saying this is from one of our anonymous patrons. He doesn't want to be named. But he's one of the guys that gave us like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard to listen to. He also gave us Fish to listen to. So whether or not it's necessary in that sounds like those bands, is probably that kind of family of a different type of journey.
Yeah.
And what have you.
So far, this patron has never been bad. Like we've had really not bad, but
sure.
It's been very enjoyable on this journey with this patron. So
I think he gives us a good hey, I want to kind of challenge you guys to listen to something, but it's never been so off kilter or crazy that we haven't enjoyed it. Like he's challenging and pushing our boundaries of music that we listen to. So I'm looking forward to this, but I just can't believe it's their 6th studio album, 97. I don't really know anything about them. I think they're brothers by chance. I think that might be true. The two main singer-songwriter. Before we get into it, I want to give a shout out though, and I hope he listens to this listen through. Maybe he won't, but I want to give a shout out to probably my favorite podcast that I listen to. Yes, I'm going to say that. So this is going to make him happy. His name is Carl, and he does a podcast called Who Are These Podcasts? And what they do is they find podcasts through requests and what have you, or suggestions, or on their own, and they skewer them. Like legitimately skewer them. So if you are a podcast listener, chances are they probably have skewered one of the podcasts you listen to. And if you're a podcaster like myself, it's also fun to listen to because you realize, oh, I don't want to make those same mistakes. And so it's actually good stuff to listen to. Like I don't want to be the butt of his jokes. Carl, the main host of the show, he's actually guest host with me on one of my podcasts. We did a Star Wars episode together. So check it out. The Worst of the Best podcast. Maybe put that link below, Nathan. Anyway, so the reason why I'm bringing him up, there's a reason, sorry, is the only time I've heard Ween ever brought up and was from Carl. He has brought up that he's a fan of Ween. And and on his show, he's just mentioned the band a few times throughout the hundreds of episodes. And I'm like, who are these guys? So anyways, who is Ween? So this is, I'm hoping he's listening. This is my first time listening to Ween. So this is dedicated to Carl.
All right.
But also specifically to Mr. Anonymous, who wants us to listen to this. So we're hoping some Ween fans will join us for the ride. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. You have the lyrics up?
No, sorry.
I'll
pull them up on the other screen.
Does my shuffle step really look so good? Am I doing it the way you think I should? Be a miss if I blew a kiss when I'm dancing in the show tonight. Showtime now is getting near, and I'm getting scared. Wish I could see in the mirror if I'm all prepared. First you take a step, then you point your toe. Hope I like I did a week ago. Am I standing
straight? I can
hardly wait to be dancing in the show tonight.
Showtime now is getting near.
And I'm getting scared.
Wish I could see in the mirror.
If I'm all prepared, first you take a step, then you point your toe. Hope I know it like I did a week ago. Am I standing straight? I can hardly wait to be dancing in the show tonight.
Yeah, it's positive. So, do you have the lyrics up on your screen so you can read it? I think this might be an album where the lyrics are important.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow along the lyrics here.
Yeah. So I am too on my screen. So if people see me mouthing the words, I don't know the song. I'm reading along with the music. So I'm getting a feeling here that it's obviously like an intro to some sort of. This might be a concept album, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. The next song is called "The Mollusk," so that's the title track. So I would assume the album doesn't sound like that song. Or
Yeah.
it could be.
It
It's
could
like
all
a-
be like that. It could all be like show tune kind of sounding.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Not at all what I expected.
No.
Hey little boy, what you got there? Did you find it in the sandy ground? Does it emulate the ocean sound? Yes, I found it on the ground, emulating the ocean sound. Bring forth the mollusk, cast unto me. Let's be forever, live forever, be free.
Is it two singers? I wonder.
Hey little boy, come walk with me and bring your newfound mollusk along. It speaketh of the Trinity, can it gaze at the sun with its wandering eye? Yes, it speaks of the Trinity, casting light at the sun with its wandering eye. Bring forth the mollusk, cast unto me. Let's be forever, let forever be free.
Love that acoustic guitar.
You see, there are three things that spur the mollusk from the sand: the waking of all creatures that live on the land, and with just one faint glance back into the sea, the mollusk lingers with its wandering eye.
I really like the sound of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I guess I didn't anticipate it being as. And this isn't a negative thing, but as processed, like to
Yeah,
have.
no, the production value. I agree. The production quality is very high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be. I don't know. I was guessing something kind of rawer or.
Well, and later we're going to be watching them live, so we'll get a chance to see what that looks like on stage. But yeah, I guess I was going into this thinking it might be kind of fish sounding, and I'm going to say it's not fish sounding.
Yeah, we're referring to, of course, the band, not the animal.
Yes, pH.
'Cause I'm getting really confused here between this fish hybrid creature on the. Yeah, I think we should just ignore the fish idea. 'Cause
Yeah.
it came from our patron who gives us a lot of fish, but this is completely different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not in a bad way. This is I'm so far I'm enjoying what I'm hearing. I'm pleasantly anxious to hear what they keep doing here.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they got me hook, line, and sinker.
Ooh. Let's just move on.
Did you ever see a whale with a polka dot tail? Did you ever see a man with 8 fingers on his hand? Did you have to dry your eye when you saw that puppy fly? Oh no, tell me it ain't so. Have you ever tried to shrink like an ice cube in a sink? Have you ever tried to see what lies hidden in the tree? Have you ever made a flag and squished it in your hand? Oh no, tell me it ain't so. Billy. Have you ever tried to shrink like an ice cube in a sink? Have you ever tried to see what lies hidden in the tree? Have you ever made a flag and squished it in your hand? Oh no, tell me it ain't so. Have you ever seen a whale with a polka dot tail? Did you ever see a man with 8 fingers on his hand? Did you have to dry your eye when you saw that puppy fly? Oh no, tell me it ain't so. Help me.
I'll pause there. You know what
Yeah,
it's making me
well-
think of is it's almost like a modern version of Lonely Hearts Club Band. Like it's almost like taking what the Beatles were doing near the end of the Beatles there, and just going like,
The words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say that's a homage to Beatles sound there.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think like you. And so it's Dean Ween and Gene Ween. So I don't think are they brothers? No, they're not brothers. Okay, that's what confused me. So those are their stage names.
Mm-hmm.
So Dean Ween is Michael Melchiondo Jr. and he does guitar, vocals, and engineering. And then Gene Ween is Aaron Freeman, and he does guitar, vocals, and engineering. So that's why I was confused. Okay, so they've taken their stage names, and their stage name is Ween.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a play on words for penis?
I thought it might be something like between, like it's like I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I went right to penis, and I apologize.
That's okay. That's what she said.
Yes. And so when he said Billy, so there's some additional musicians on the album. So a guy named Bill Fowler does guitar and bass work on the album as well. And so I guess maybe Billy was that guitar solo. So in the song it goes Billy, and then the guitar kicked in. So a little. All right, let's. I'm curious again. What's next? Here we go.
I'll be your Johnny on the spot.
I'll be your Johnny on the spot. I'll be your Johnny on the spot. My daddy died, left me all he's got. I'll be your Johnny on the spot. I get up early in the morning.
Oh, I like
I
this.
get up early in the morning. I slop the pigs, mama shucks the corn. I get up early in the morning. I got a Chevy with a Mopar can. I got a Chevy with a Mopar can. I got a Chevy with a Mopar can. I'll be your Johnny on the spot. I'm going down. 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 I'll be your Johnny on the spot. I'll be your Johnny on the spot. I'll be your Johnny on the spot. My daddy died, left me all he's got. I'll be your Johnny on the spot.
Wow, that
Oh,
was fun.
that was awesome. I have a little quote here. I'm going through the lyrics, and this quote came up about them making this in the studio. You want to hear it? It's pretty cool. We did that.
No, I don't want to hear it. You asked me if I wanted to hear it. I don't want to hear this.
That's too bad. You can hear it anyways. We did that. It says we did that at the studio. My guitar tech built me this ring modulator kit, like a Radio Shack kit. I've always been really proud of that solo on that song. It broke and it was only used on that one song. It's got that crazy wah wah sound on it where you can't even tell it's a guitar.
Oh wow, cool. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little ditty. I think if you and I had heard that in '97, we would have been, well, I guess, oh boy, we're old. We would have been 22 in '97, but I think I would have really enjoyed that. If like, hey, check out this song, I'm like, cool, who's this? You know,
Yeah.
that's a great kind of an intro song to like if you're already a rock and roll metal guy, you know, to hear that, you're like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good song.
All right, let's keep going. I just want to hear the next song. Let's go. Mutilated Lips.
Yep.
I lick my bravest silence. Rather squeeze my head instead.
Great vocal effect.
Vision man provoking violence. Listen not to what I said. I said, please calm it down. Everything is a turning round. Mutilated lips give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this, yeah you wish. Mutilated lips give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this. of Haile Selassie. I give me shoes so I can taxi. Tap all over this big world. Take my hand, you ugly girl. Mutilated lips, give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine, accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this, yeah, you wish.
Mutilated lips, give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine, accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this.
Mutilated lips, give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine, accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this, yeah, you wish.
Mutilated lips, give a kiss on the wrist of the worm-like tips of tentacles expanding in my mind. I'm fine, accepting only fresh brine. You can get another drop of this. Yeah, you wish.
All right, so the song lyrics refer to being under the influence of psychedelic drugs. Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Uh,
I got another. I'm not going to read the whole quote, but it's he's using what's called the Moog synthesizer, which is again another Radio Shack purchase. That apparently it's all over this album. The Moog synthesizer is in everything, and he says it's a legitimate synthesizer because it's built by Bob Moog, whoever that is. I don't know who that is, but yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, I love it. I love that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this album is so weird, but great.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hard to explain. Like, the production value, like we're saying, is very high. And I mean, I guess they were back then, but this is 97, so of course computers were used and what have you, or digital sound was used. But it's I didn't know what to think when we got this request. I don't know. I'm constantly surprised by each song. I feel like each song isn't part of the same album. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's very diverse. That's for sure.
That's the word coming from the English teacher. Good job, Nate. All right, so let's just do the next one. The next one is called the Blarney Stone.
The Blarney Stone.
It has an E for explicit lyrics, so if you have small children around, maybe you should plug their ears.
Hide them in the corners.
Hide them in the corners. Oh, it really does.
Get off my ass, you wee bitty fuck. If I pull out the claymore, you're shit out of luck. Who's that girl, that pretty young thing? After I fuck her, she'll get up and sing. Sharpen your boot, I'll bludgeon your eye.
I do not understand it though. Crazy.
The Blarney Stone brings a tear to my eye. Down to the pub for a 2-shilling ale. The bread on the counter is going stale. If I don't get some fresh bread soon, go punch in your face and bark at the moon. Sharpen your boot and bludgeon your eye. The Blarney
love the sounds in the background. That they're actually the pop, bringing it.
Yeah.
Ain't got no girl 'cause I haven't the time. Got too many other things on my mind. Party was nice, she was pale and cute, but I threw her away like an old piece of fruit. Sharp on your boot, I'm dodging your eye. The Blarney Stone that brings a tear to my eye. Got ooze in my pores, my feet are all wet. Got mold in my ears, but I ain't dead yet. Got stones in my bladder, got a crack in my head. When Polly starts crying, this is what I said. Sharp on your boot, I'm touching your eye. The Blarney Stone brings a tear to my eye.
That was so much fun. I had so much fun with that. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love those type of songs. But I don't understand this album at all. I know there's the theme is kind of like underwater, so they've talked about shift brines and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So the polka dot whale tail, and so that's kind of the concept. This is underworld type of psychedelic trip. But I just love the idea. They're at a pub, and I checked out. They're from Pennsylvania. It's like, are they from the UK? Maybe because he did a great.
Their accent
Singing,
sounds very.
yeah. So I'm just digging this very much.
Apparently, the backing vocals on that were recorded at a party.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, that was so much fun. It made me smile. Like, that's the thing. Like, this is such an entertaining album. When I say I don't understand it, I just mean I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but in a fun way. This is a trip. The album itself is like its own musical psychedelic trip, and it's fun. I'm looking forward to where the next one's going to take me. I just want to give a shout out to both of our patrons who have given us Ween Patreon requests this month, or in the Discord chat. So if you want to come to our Discord channel, this is the bonus: is if you've requested a song, you can watch us do this kind of thing live before it goes on the YouTubes. And they can also in the chat they can tell us, hey guys, you make sure you mention, and we will or we won't, but we'll welcome guys. Okay, let's go on to It's Gonna Be All Right.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right. Already,
This is so different.
Baby, what have I done? Gone and left you all alone. It's hard for me to sing this song. We've been together for so long. I think I know what my soul's gotta say, and it won't hurt as bad someday. It's gonna be alright, baby.
Wow.
It's gonna be alright, love. And if the mist ever lets the sun through, I'll just hope I did the right thing for me and you. Guess I'm ruled by my heart, built to life and I tore it all apart. It's just not our time, but you'll find a new love and you'll be fine. believe someday I'll see the light. It's gonna be alright, baby. It's gonna be alright, love. And if the mist ever lets the sun through, I'll just hope I did the right thing for me and you. It's gonna be alright, baby. It's gonna be alright, love. And if the mist ever lets the sun through, I'll just hope I did the right thing for me and you. For me and you.
That was a really beautiful song.
Wait to hear the story behind this song. It's
Okay,
awesome.
before you get into it, yeah, I just want to say what an interesting juxtaposition. Is that good for you, English teacher? You know that.
Stop
fun
calling
kind
me
of-
an English teacher.
I just bug. I'm sorry. I don't know. We appreciate your service to the public system.
Every time there's a fish, I don't go like, well, tell us about that one, Navy guy.
Maybe you should tell us about the nautical sea, there, Navy guy. Okay. I'm sorry. I love you. You know that.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I'm feeling giddy right now. I don't know why. Yeah, the Blarney Stone was that fun kind of pub Irish, I don't know, UK, rah, rah, you know, almost a piratey song, and then we go into this beautiful ballad of sorts. It's and it's like, if that's the same band,
Yeah.
this is the same album. It's just what a journey. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the band members, it would be Aaron, was going through a breakup at the time, and they ended up going to Atlantic City. They both put in $500 to go just bet it, and if they win, they're like, we're gonna go to like the best lobster place. We're gonna eat as much as we can, and if we lose, we're just gonna go see Toy Story or whatever. And they won, and so they spent $1,000 on like as many meals as they possibly could, and just like lived like kings for a day.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. Sometimes out of pain comes great art. So, all right, the next song, keeping with the nautical theme, is the Golden Eel.
Well, the Golden Eel. Tell us about this one, there, Navy guy.
Well, you'll find the Golden Eel in the Southwest Pacific, just outside of the Australian waters there. Go.
Sitting alone in the den, watching the eel. Help me find my way home, watching the eel. Burrows its head in the sand, daylight has come. There shall be rest in a while. Daylight has come. Who can explain all these thoughts racking my mind? And in this barrage of shit racking my mind,
Industrial now.
you offered his help. I can't understand. Speaking its truth from the bank, now I can
Crazy album.
Yeah.
Why have we never heard of these guys?
And again, I just like a lot of bands, like even King Gizzard, good example. I'm sure people have told me about them, and I went, yeah, okay, I'll check them out. Like Students or whatever, and I just forgot the names. But then when we're doing this, I'm going like, yeah, somebody mentioned that years ago, and I just didn't pay attention to it. And
Sorry, I just read ahead the title of song
track 11.
I just read ahead there. Did I read that right?
So this last
wait,
one, this one, the Golden Eel, they actually had a golden eel in their apartment, and they
really?
they
Like
talk,
a real animal?
Yeah, they talk about. He just wrote this song about it while they were high on mushrooms, or he says liquid, or I can't remember.
So these guys were doing drugs.
Yeah.
Now, it would have been in their 20s here, because I think I did a quick little Google search. Like one of the Weens. Sorry, I'll do it next time. I don't want to waste time for people listening. But I think they're 50 something or early 50s now, and this was 23 years ago. So they're probably late 20s around here, give or take. So this is already their 6th studio album. That's what I mean. They were very busy. This is crazy. All right, let's go into the. Oh, I love that last song, by the way. Nice guitar solo, and the chorus was crunchy and hard. So again, this is a different experience. It's almost like, let's do a song like this now. Yeah. And the singing sounds different and lower. It's just I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's like a various artists on one album, but it's all the same guys.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
All right, Cold Blows the Wind.
Cold blows the wind over my true love. Cold blows the drops of rain. I never had but one true love, and in Camville he was slain. I'll do as much for my true love as any young girl may.
He's singing through the eyes of a girl.
I'll sit and weep down by his grave for 12 months and 1 day.
Oh, this is another beautiful deep song here.
But when 12 months were come and gone, this young man, he arose. What makes you weep down by my grave? I can't take my repose. One kiss of your lily white lips. One kiss is all I crave. One kiss of your lily white lips, and return back to your grave. My lips, they are as cold as my clay. My breath is heavy and strong. If thou wast to kiss my lily white lips, thy days would not be long. Oh, don't you remember the garden grove where we used
Now, did you get the background on that one?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so it was now they obviously did the music for that, but the lyrics were traditional lyrics. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, it looks like it comes from an old English folk song called "The Unquiet Grave,"
Oh wow. Okay.
and they gender swapped it. So
Yeah.
yeah, and there's a couple other lyrics, but they didn't have they had an old songbook, an old it was 17th century folk songs, and they had no idea what the music was for it, so they just made it up.
So cool.
Yeah,
They nailed it. They nailed it.
yeah, right. And what's cool is they talk about it later how this fits so well into the kind of what they were going with for a theme here, this kind of nautical theme throughout.
I loved it. It was beautiful. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, it's very well done.
Okay, so this next song is called Pink Eye on My Leg. And there's no lyrics available, so I wonder if it's an instrumental.
Yeah, it's just an instrumental. Here we go.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I've got a cold. Sniffing.
That's that Radio Shack synthesizer.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's that underwater feeling.
Yeah.
So it's like a submarine almost going through the water. You can see this like funny looking submarine or something going through the water. Is it a dog on board? Is that you?
No.
That's you for a second there. It sounds like you.
I mean, yes, that was me. I can do it with my mouth closed.
Okay, so before you get into maybe what you have on that, I mean that it's almost like okay, that sounds like a song I think Ween would do that's an instrumental. If that makes sense, I like with the feeling that I'm getting the way they are. It's okay. It sounds like they're just having a little bit of fun. They probably just pasting something together, or maybe they can figure out lyrics to go with it. And they're like, oh, let's just throw in a
There's nothing on it.
silly ditty. Well, it sounds like a silly little ditty.
Yeah.
I think if this wasn't on the album, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. I
Yeah.
wonder how many people listen to it. I'm glad I got to hear it, But I got a feeling I'm going to reinvestigate and listen to this album again, but I might skip that track just for re-listenability. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. You guys were pretty high on that one, so.
Yeah, they were. He's probably like,
Let's just keep it in there. Yeah.
yeah. Those are genuine hangover sounds. Who knows? All right, the song we've all been waiting for, apparently. I hope there's lyrics for the song.
Let's see. Yep, there are.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Oh yeah, right away they cut. Okay, let's go. I figured it might be fast.
Waving my dick in the wind. I'm waving my dick in the wind. If it all goes right, I'll be in your arms tonight. But I'm waving my dick in the wind. I'm lost in the sauce once again. I'm lost in the sauce once again. If I make it through the night, everything will be alright. But I'm lost in the sauce once again. It's been 97 days since I laid my head beside you. At a million miles of highway in between. There's some red and blue lights that are shining right behind me. And that big's a pretty mean bastard. You should have seen old Jimmy Wilson dance. You should have seen old Jimmy Wilson dance. Give that boy a dime and you could have a chance to see old Jimmy Wilson dance. Dance, Jimmy. I'm doing the best I can there, Jim. That's it. I can't really dance like I used to. I mean, I try. I'm old man now. I've got a real good feeling about old Jimmy Wilson. Sure enough, he's got what it takes. Do another number for me, please, won't you, Jimmy? 'Cause you're a real good dancer.
A lot of Jimmy dancing.
Oh yeah, coming now. I'm waving my dick in the wind. I'm waving my dick in the wind. If it all goes right, I'll be in your arms tonight. But I'm waving my dick in the wind. Waving my dick in the wind. I'm waving my dick in the wind.
You know what? This is now making me think of. Have you heard of the presidents of the United States of America?
Yeah, yeah. Side note: my brother and I, we actually interviewed the lead singer in his home on his free cable show or whatever. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. I met him. Yeah, he does children's songs now and stuff.
Oh wow. Doesn't this sort of sound a little bit like their famous one?
Oh, I don't know them very well.
The ones where
but
the,
yeah,
the ninjas show up and
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Peaches.
Well, they have two, but I think those are two different songs. But yeah, that's that's about the same era, right? It's 97.
Yep.
So yeah, there's some similarities there. It's a fun little ditty. Yeah, the lyrics are supposed to be tongue in cheek, of course, and it sounds like he's really drunk. But I love what I love about the song. What made me laugh with the lyrics is how much time they spent on old man Jimmy dancing. He's like, I'm getting better. I think I'm actually getting better now. Like they pulled him out of retirement. He's like, "Oh, I don't think I can dance like I used to." They're like, "No, you can do it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm getting better." I don't know. I found that very funny. I don't know why. This whole journey we had with Jimmy the Dancer. All right, let's go on to Buckingham Green.
All right.
A child without an eye made a mother cry. Why ask why? She kept her child clean on Buckingham Green. The children saw the eye as a sign from God descending from the sky. It was all right to dream of Buckingham Green.
surprising me. Really cool.
Summon the queen. Spoke the child of I. It's time to fly. Turning fire to steam. On Buckingham Green. A child without an eye. Made a mother cry. Why ask why? She kept the child clean. On Buckingham Green.
Wow. That was a cool song.
Oh yeah.
That solo was awesome. The build up, and people that watch my channel know that I love the build up. I love any song that kind of has a build up. And I was hoping it would go somewhere, and it did. That kind of because I had that crunchy guitar. It is so noisy upstairs right now. I have no idea what's going on. I apologize.
I saw your camera shake
there-
when that happened.
I know. I'm sorry.
Are you okay, Ryan? Do you need assistance?
Yeah, we're in the middle of moving and stuff, so my wife could be organizing things in the house and stuff. Okay. Anyways, an awesome song, cool song, great guitar work, great solo work, crunchy guitars, great vocal sound. It was just and a fun imagery too. With the lyrics are just these crazy lyrics. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it too. I'm gonna try my backlight. Look at that.
Oh, it's amazing. Sorry,
It's getting dark in here for some reason.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
All right, so Ocean Man's the next song, and this was their.
You might have wanted to know something about that solo and that song. Actually, it was not originally intended to be on the album, and then they kept it back. It was supposed to be on other albums, and then they built it up towards having that solo in it, and then they went, oh, this song ties together all the other songs as well, so it's got to be on this album too. Yeah, there's a whole story behind it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. Cool. No, that's awesome. Ocean Man.
Ocean Man.
This is their second single apparently, and on this album, second and last single on this album. But apparently, it says here it's one of Ween's best known songs, and it has appeared on various film soundtracks and commercials since its release. Most notably, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie in 2004, which I saw in theaters with my kids at the time. So, I guess in theory, I've heard this song before. So I'll let you know right away. Oh, this song was Ween. Because remember, we said before we started recording, we said that we don't know if we know any Ween songs, but maybe we've heard a Ween song. So this might be that case. So I guess I have heard it but I don't know if I remember. So let's let's go. Ocean Man.
Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean Man, forge to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean Man, the crust of a tan man and by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean Man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man?
I don't remember this at all. right, so from our Discord chat, Mr. Anonymous, who gave us this Patreon request to listen to the album, he said that the whole album inspired the SpongeBob show.
Oh.
That kind of makes sense. It felt very SpongeBob-y in this weird. So the song came first,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool because the SpongeBob character, which I watched with my kids back in the day, was quite a fun little cartoon actually. And anyways, that's very interesting. And I can see now why they obviously would use the song and the soundtrack for the film. And Ian, who gave us a couple other Ween songs to listen to, a different patron. It just so happens that we got 2 Patreon requests for Ween this month. Yeah, he just said this album is a great album to start listening to Ween with. And I could see that. It's yeah, I'm loving this. I've genuinely enjoyed this experience.
Yeah, it's funny, and that song never. I mean, it's been played before, but I just didn't pay attention to it. I wonder how track 11 inspired SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think track 11 did inspire. Yeah, it did. No, I think it inspired Andy Dick.
Yeah, that's probably what it's talking about.
All right, so we've got now the last song on the album is called "She Wanted to Leave," and there's a hidden track. So after a bit, and we could just skip ahead a little bit, see find the hidden track. But it's only 4.5 minutes. But let's check it out.
Three men, so they were. Three men out at sea.
They changed their voice in every song.
Yeah, right?
Aboard my ship and took my true love from me. I couldn't believe she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. I've loved you so long, since you were a child. I've cared for your every need. I've tried to make you smile, and all the while you wanted to leave. You wanted to leave. Go gather the guns. We'll blast 'em at sea. She begged for me not to shoot, for my true love is here with me.
Like a Scottish accent.
I've never loved thee. Now I must leave. Now I must leave. So go fetch a bottle from dear friends and fill up my glass to the rim. For I'm not the man I used to be. Now I'm one of them.
Maybe skip ahead.
It says
Fine.
it should be playing here right away. It's a dancing in the show outro. Here we go.
I love that song. What a great closer. Very fitting for the theme of the album.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I hear the wind.
The wind. Oh, it's like the first song.
Oh, I see. on the horizon, kind of going away.
Yeah.
All the adventures that saw during the trip of this album.
Yeah. So Dean says that song she wanted to leave with, is the coolest song they've ever done, and he's
What?
like, and no one ever brings it up because,
I liked it a lot. I thought it was a great closer.
yeah, apparently Aaron came to him and said they got this really lame idea, and they're like, no, let's do it, and when they were done, he's like, yeah, this is the closer, this is the last song of the album. Yeah.
I thought it was a great song. I loved it. I loved how it felt. Very sad and weird, like just very sad end to the journey. This album was what a journey. I mean, truly, this was an experience. And I've said it before with other songs and albums that we've done through Patreon, that you and I would never have sat down and listened to this album together. And this is what I love, is that they watch our channel and they're like, hey, I think I get what these guys might like.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely correct. So Mr. Anonymous, you know who you are. You're in the Discord right now. You hit the nail on the head with this one. This was incredible album, and it doesn't have an age to it, other than maybe the Dick in the Wind song. Which one's someone that sounded like Mr. President's song? Good. That was the only one that kind of had a little bit of a. No, that was not one. It was
the Buckingham. No. No, it was the Dick in the Wind.
I think it might have been. Where it sounded a little bit 1997-ish. Like there was other bands that we could draw from. But other than that, this album sounds timeless in that, such high production quality and such unique sounds and music. They made it their own, and every song was so different. The vocals were different, effects, and 23 years ago this album was made. But if you told me it was made last year, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. What I'm fascinated by, and a lot of stuff during this era, late 90s, early 2000s, it's the same era as some of those other, the Homestar Runner cartoons that I'm showing you. It's this whole idea of using what's available and just going, here's the internet and here's all this, new technology that's suddenly very, very accessible. So to be able to take Radio Shack synthesizers and then use them effectively in a song, that's all kind of just hitting its stride at that point. It's very cool. It's very it's like the best of that era. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. And anyways, I don't have much. We talked throughout the album, so I don't have much more to add.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And Mr. Anonymous just chimed in on Discord. He says, wait till we see them live. Well, we do have some Ian, the other patron, who you guys don't even know each other, but these two separate patrons both requested Ween this month. And Ian gave us 2 songs to listen to live. But I think because I'm really enjoying this so much, what we're going to do for Ian, and free of charge, as they would say, we're going to listen to the studio version first of the 2 songs that he gave us, and then we're going to roll into the live performances. How's that sound, Nathan?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Because I really want to hear they have a really unique studio sound. I want to hear that. All right. Well, that was Ween.
And we are, I think, now Ween fans. We've been weaned.
Definitely, we've been
weaned on Ween.
We've been weaned off of our non-weendom.
That's, I was gonna say well said, but it's not really.
Not really. Okay, go away.